what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, let me hear you say, hey. Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do your thing.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Nine Eye Bowling Club. It's the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions. Earlier today, of course, we watched the men's triple semi-final, which Wilton won. They're now playing that final against Upper Hutt. But the game we'll be concentrating on over the next few hours is the women's fours final between Johnsonville and Island Bay. And I'm joined by well-known Wellington bowler Wendy Mackey. And Wendy, this should be a really good game.
Yeah, I think it will be. It'll be pretty close. They seem to be two really balanced teams, so it'll be interesting to watch.
Okay, we're set to go. This is the first end, and it is Johnsonville leading off, and their lead is Mirani Davis. They beat, in fact, they didn't beat, they thrashed Lyall Bay in the semi-finals, and Island Bay had a much tighter game, and they got through against Massey Ave. And leading off for Island Bay will be Carolina Esposito.
Both teams are very experienced, so they've been bowling for many years, all 8 of them, so they should be used to playing at this level. Lovely bowl. Yeah,
nice touch at a start. What's been the comment that you've heard about how the greens playing?
The greens, I have played on them myself not long ago. The greens are playing very, very nice. Had rain on them yesterday. They should be playing probably, I would say 17, but very true and very nice. And no wind.
No wind, yeah, big bonus. We started off today with quite a heavy cloud cover. That's a nice bowl too, just a little bit short.
Yes.
But that's, I guess that's with the sun out now, maybe speeded the green up a little.
Yeah, it might even get up to later, if this stays like this, up to maybe 17.5, 18, which is pretty nice. Lovely to draw on the screen.
So each bowler has 2 bowls.
Yep.
And this is Esposito coming down with her second bowl, the lead for Island Bay.
Yeah.
Now, number 2 for Johnsonville is Dawn Neal.
Yes. Dawn's got one at the back. It's not altogether silly because
It's better to be over than under.
It is, and then actually number 2 puts one behind. That's a very good bowl.
So Barbara Pilkington at number 2 for Island Bay. Looks like she's made a good start.
Yeah, nice bowl from Barb. So it's hard to say there who's got it. I'd say the last one. Maybe. They're not really indicating.
Dawn Neal playing on her backhand, number 2 for Island for Johnsonville.
Just a little bit over. See, because the greens are getting faster, they have to throw the bowl quite wide now. But no wind to bring it home.
No, exactly. Not often you say that here.
No, no.
Tell you what, now that the swimming pool has been demolished,
Mm-hmm.
there's more likelihood of wind coming from that quarter, isn't
Yes, there is, yeah. It'll be a while before they put the new one up.
it? Okay, number 3 for Johnsonville is Little George.
Just a bit ambitious with her green there, but as you say, back bowls.
Anna Basili then at number 3 for Island Bay.
Yeah, Anna's been a very prolific bowler in her career and won multiple national titles. She's looking quite nice here. You might just cut under.
Second bowl for Little George.
Yeah, she's adjusted her green. But dropped her weight. Nice green.
It's on a nice line, this bowl. If
Yes, it's just going to hold. Might swing in.
So now the 2 skips will go down to the
Yes,
hit.
will. And there is room.
Yeah, there is. June Wairau is the skip for Johnsonville. Marlene Alvarino K is the skip for Island Bay.
So June will start. June's had a very good bowling year this year, and she's managed to reach the Wellington rep team for the first time. Well deserved.
Beautiful weight. Just missed the
It's just
green 11.
yeah.
This is Alvarino K
Okay.
for Island,
Island
Bay.
Bay,
Her first
yep.
bowl.
She sneaks under, she'll be good.
Oh,
Got
did
a
she
nice-
stagger in for shot? Who knows?
Yes, it's hard to say at this stage.
Yeah, I think the feeling was there that Johnsonville might be down on the hit.
June's changed her hand, having another look.
Marlene's just stop you guys can hear her talking. They hear it on the live stream.
Not too much indication from the hit, is there?
No,
As to- as to
we
who's,
haven't had a, maybe as a measure. She's paying a little bit more weight, but I think she's
She's cut it.
cunning, yes.
So all the bowls have been delivered. So let's get a reading. Yeah, they're going to have to pull a
Yep.
measure out.
It looks like it. They're walking around them.
It always looks different on different angles, doesn't it?
It does, it
Think you've got
does.
the shot, then you haven't when you.
Yes, to walk around it.
Yeah,
It's quicker just to get down and measure.
yeah, it is.
It looks like it's quite a close measure.
It does. Found this in the men's triples. I think they measured on the first 3 ends.
It did. Looks like one to
To
Johnsonville.
Johnsonville. Okay.
Just share for now.
So remember, this is 18 ends.
It is 18 ends.
Yep.
So we've got Marani starting off. There's no time limit, so it could go on for a wee while. Yeah, probably about a half a metre. Not a bad bowl, lovely line.
Carolina Esposito then, the lead for Island Bay.
Just not quite enough weight there. Fairly long end here, so they'll have to probably give it a bit of a push. Coming well.
Yeah, good bowl.
Yes, it's a handy bowl there. This is coming well. She's adjusted nicely. I'll pick it up.
So number 2 for Johnsonville is Dawn Neal.
John just playing through. I think Island Bay have still got the shot there.
Barbara Pilkington playing down on her backhand side for Island Bay.
It's going to fall a little short, another metre maybe. Dawn's adjusted her weight and is holding the shot.
Yep, good enough. This looks to be a tad narrow, I think.
Yeah, it's going to cut right across. Yes. So as I said, all these girls are very experienced bowlers, so I'm sure they'll get into the swing of it pretty quickly.
This is Lil George, who's the number 3 for Johnsonville. Skip looks interested.
Yes, she's urging it on. This looks like the line is lovely.
It's got to stop now.
Yes, it does have to stop.
They're certainly finishing off these bowls.
Yes. Yeah, I think the green's got it a little bit quicker because the sun's so be drying out.
And a Basili then, number 3 for Island Bay.
and is probably the most got the highest profile, I guess you could say. She's played some wonderful bowls for many, many years in her career. It's little George. Don't know if she's got the weight for that, unless it just rolls through. Lovely line.
Basically this time coming down on the forehand side, a little bit blocked on the backhand.
And just that green. There's a nice big swing in there.
One 0 Johnsonville lead, just the second end, 18 ends for the women's final.
Did no one get a point?
Johnsonville to go first here with June Wairau.
She looks like she's got a nice green here, just down to the weight.
Got to sneak around and then stop. Easier said than done, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's just rolling on a bit. Well, the jack's over the 2 metre mark, so there's not a big gap from the jack to the ditch. A lovely line there. Lil's giving Juna an indication with her foot where the line is.
Last bowl then of this second end.
Yep.
Alberino K for Island Bay.
Chile looks
She can miss her own. She'll be in reasonable shape.
or push herself
Or
in.
push herself in, yeah, exactly.
Maybe not enough. Another one to Johnson.
Another one to Johnsonville, so 2-0
2-0.
after just the two
Two
ends so
ends.
far.
So Morani's starting off again. Morani's been playing bowls since the 1990s, so she's well experienced. Quite a good starter. She's half a metre from the jack. Carolina's also been bowling since the 90s, so probably just as experienced.
Both coming up a wee bit short with their first bowls.
Yeah.
might be a little bit short as well. So
Yes.
both the leads just struggling a little
Just
bit.
holding
here.
out.
Yeah.
Yes. Had their trial ends.
Get the feeling this is not going to be short.
No, this one, she's put a bit more weight on it.
Oh, close to dragging the jack.
Yes. And of course, you know, as you say, any back bowl can potentially become a shot bowl.
Already with 3 bowls in front of the head, it makes it just a little more difficult to
Yeah.
get through.
But it is quite a wide drawing hand, so you know, there should be maybe drawing. She's going to pick up the jack. Yeah, well bowled. Stayed with it.
So Johnsonville just finding the mark a little earlier than Island Bay in this game so far, leading by 2. There's Barbara Pilkington, the number 2 for Island Bay. Skip showing some interest. He's got to sneak around, and that's a pretty good bowl. Falls in.
It's a nice bowl.
Yeah, probably good enough.
Dawn began her bowling career in 2009, so she's slightly a newer bowler.
Two good bowls.
Yes, very
from
good.
Barbara Pilkington.
Nice bowling.
So Johnsonville still have the shot, that indicated by the skip.
We've got Lil George going to play now, and she started bowling in 2005 at Plympton.
A lot of good young bowlers started at Plympton, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Still are, actually. We've got some very good juniors coming through. He's right in the head. On the way. Anna's the most experienced bowler we've got out there. She started bowling in 1981, so she's been there for quite some time.
Second bowl from this is a pretty handy bowl, I tell you. Just came up short. Yeah.
Yes. It was a nice.
Looking to be right up to the head here, and just
Might be
cutting
the
a
slide.
crawl. Almost got the slide.
Nearly got the slide.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're pretty certain that Johnsonville have got one.
They have. That's Dawn Neal's bowl sitting there. Good old discussion on the head. One of the new rules is you're not allowed to stand and talk for very much time at all and discuss the head. You've got to keep it moving. A lot of them are time games. This one hasn't got a time limit.
Leads and seconds on the bank as well.
They're supposed to be.
That's an unwritten one. Should be written.
Yes,
Everyone has an opinion.
they do. They do.
Okay, so Johnsonville with June Wairau now, holding shot on this, the third end, third of 18, remember?
It's a bit narrow, this one. And it's actually probably gone out of play. She needs to have a look. Marlene just delivering. I think she's coming through with a little bit of weight.
Oh, good try. Very
It is a good try. Yes. That one could still be just on the line. She'll check it. No, it's out. June's got a far better green this time, but maybe her weight.
Yeah, she reckons round the outside of that bowl. If you want to draw it, if you want to punch it through, then probably inside it.
Yes, she looks like she's playing more of a draw shot. Where is she? It's,
Just gone too wide, really.
yes, she has.
So we have another single for
yes.
Johnsonville. They've had 3 singles on the first 3 ends of this match,
Yes.
3-0, with the 4th coming up.
I don't know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, let me hear you say, hey. Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do your thing.
So, about to start the 4th end. And Johnsonville, who have retained the mat, gone with a slightly shorter end this time.
The jack's got to be up 23 metres from the mat. That's the shortest length you can have. A lovely bowl there from Marani. With Carolina coming up. Head short, narrow.
Davis sticking with the forehand. Just needs to duck under that bowl.
Yep.
Might have a little bit on it this one though.
Yeah.
But the skip won't be unhappy. It's
No.
over the head at least.
Yeah. It's a happy skip, one on and one behind. Very good. This one looks like it's got a bit of weight on it. Very good bowl. Nicely adjusted. Dawn coming up. It's not too badly down either. Oh, I might be just... Well, it's coming in. That's a good bowl there.
So 1 to Island Bay. As the number 2, Barbara Pilkington, steps up. Looks to be the slightly narrower of the two hands.
Yes. Yes, the other one seems to be swinging a little more.
She's got a nice bowl too. If she can duck under this opposition bowl.
Yes, no. She might have to force Dawn to change her hand.
It's got a good swing out on that side.
Yes, it's nice. Oh, good effort. She had a nice weight just to push it through.
Still 1 for Island Bay. And Johnsonville just having to change their hand after that last bowl. So Lil George, the number 3 for Johnsonville.
It looks narrow. That's not very happy with that one. There's Anna coming up. Her weight's not too bad at all. Though I think it's forgotten to take her green again, so good weight. It's just that green, yeah. She's certainly taking her green nicely. It's a very good attempt. Not sure if it's 1 or 2.
Yes, interesting. It's certainly 1.
Yes.
Well, they'll be keen to get on the board, even though they've only dropped 3 singles.
Yes, they won't be too concerned at this stage. It's early days, 3. But they would, I'm sure.
Noticed in that men's triples that we covered earlier today that Wilton were picking up 3s. And that's when the score starts to mount. Got up to about 12-1 at one stage, I think it was. So
Yes, you can't let it get too far ahead.
So June Wairau for Johnsonville,
Yeah.
down on the head.
She'll just want to tap that one that could be a measure in a little, or the blue out.
Just a wee bit too much weight on that.
Yes. Went in the ditch. Marlene's playing through a bit.
Now she wants to play with weight here.
She does.
Play through.
She's looking for that bowl. No, she says, no, it's skinny. So, and it is. So here's a chance for Marlene to maybe push that blue one out and pick up some. And she's certainly taking better green this time. No.
How's the weight?
She just dropped the weight a little, I
Yes,
think.
how's the
That's
weight?
another metre.
Ooh.
Because yeah. Be interesting to see. It looks like maybe another measure.
One comes out.
Two come out.
Come out.
So it's 2 to Island Bay.
2 to Island Bay. So they finally hit the scoreboard. After 4 ends, 3-2, Johnsonville lead.
It's a very close game.
A number of these players have already got centre titles, haven't they?
They have indeed.
I was just scouting through them before, actually. Marlene Alberino Kay's got 4. June Warrior's got 3, so they're the 2 skips.
Yes,
So certainly they're on the board.
they are indeed. June actually won the centre pairs this year. So she picked up her third then.
The opening bowl of the 5th end, and this time it's Carolina Esposito leading off.
Just her weight, her line's nice. This one's also a reasonably long end. This is a nice looking ball. Might not stop, might be just a bit narrow. Just swinging on. I think this one's going to swing as well. She just missed it.
Barbara Pilkington, number 2 for Island Bay. Been pretty steady so far in this game.
Yeah, Barbara's pretty steady. Bowler. Very experienced. It's just a little bit more. This one looks like it could be okay. Coming in well.
This will be good enough for shot.
Certainly will. That's a lovely bowl.
Dawn Neal for Johnsonville.
She's playing some nice bowls. This one's actually got quite a nice line too. Not a bad bowl, right on the tee. This is quite a nice bowl again.
Yeah, two good bowls.
Yes, nice. Got Anna Basili on the mat. As I mentioned, she's probably our most experienced bowler out there. She has 2 national titles and 13 centre titles, so she's had a great career. This one's coming in well too. Very nice bowl.
Lovely.
It's a toucher, so they have to mark it. June's just asking for one close because, you know, you build the head and then she might get past this one.
Yeah, very tight.
It is tight.
Very tight. So Marlene Elbreen, okay, indicating it's a measure.
It's yeah, I think the jack's sitting between the 2 bowls, so
Yeah.
could well change.
So Anna Basili's gone down to have a look. Because if they can work out who's got shot, then it determines what sort of...
Bowl. She's looking to see if she's got bowls behind. I think if she has an upshot, it indicates that maybe they haven't got the shot.
The old finger measurements.
They can be handy.
They can be, if you know how to do them properly. I don't think I can.
Yeah.
I think Island Bay may think they're one down here.
If, yeah, as I said, if they're having a bit of an upshot, you would think that's the case. But she's
This doesn't look
she's
short.
just drawing.
Doesn't
I know
look
she's
short
got a
though,
little
does
bit on it.
Yeah. She's in the area, I tell
She
you.
certainly is. Well, what a
that's brilliant.
That's a lovely bowl.
That's a brilliant shot.
She just
So
had
there's
that.
no doubt now.
Yeah, she just played that yard on shot, which is a very effective shot. She played it beautifully.
So now little George, that'll change her.
Yes, it will. I
Thank
wonder
you.
if she'll play a similar shot. It's a few more bowls in front of hers. Oh, she's swinging her arms, so maybe she's going to have a... Yep, she's playing with a bit of weight. She's narrower, I think.
Oh, we'll just go to miss the jack. Wow.
Yeah, very good effort.
Very good effort. So Island Bay hold the shot, and now the skips will come down. 3-2, tight final.
It is a
Fifth
tight-
end.
Yes, very good game. So June's going to stay down there and see what Marlene comes up with, and then she'll come back and play hers. Looks like she's got a good line, all down to her weight. Jean's got her shot in her mind.
Okay, so here we go. In tune,
Yep. Playing
Wairoa. Yeah.
with quite a bit of weight.
Oof.
She hit, yes, no, just fraction more green maybe.
You always worry about the slides, don't you?
Yeah, I'll say. That happens often. No.
Well, that certainly opens it up. There's
Yeah.
nothing in the way now.
She just has to slightly,
Execute.
slightly adjust her green. And she has.
She got the weight. She's just cutting away.
Yes.
The weight was good.
It was not a bad effort actually.
So 1 to Island Bay. So we're back.
I don't know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, let me hear you say, hey. 'Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do your thing.
Yes, if you miss your green,
Yep.
particularly on that wide hand,
Yep, just go straight across, doesn't it?
Yep.
This one looks like it's got a decent green. She's been playing some nice bowls, Dawn.
Just got to stop now.
Yep. She's not up again. She's saying, I can see the kitty back there. Again, I think she's got not a bad green. No, look, she's going to hold out maybe.
She's not happy.
She's waving her arms about. It's not a good sign. Yeah, struggling a bit on that wide side.
There's not many have picked the green, have they?
No, and I'd say, you know, it would just roll in rather nicely. It's quite easy sitting here, though.
Oh, my God. Yes, absolutely.
This one's got potential.
Yes, the skip's showing a lot more interest in this one.
Yes, very nice bowl.
Just running a wee bit through.
Yes, but still in a good position. You know, needs a little tap of the jack.
And it looks like she's
Watching
maybe
it
just
carefully, but
undergreened it a wee bit.
yeah, and just that weight. Bit of each.
Wouldn't take a lot to get
No.
the shot here.
No, no. Just seem to be struggling a little bit.
So which is the shot bowl, do you think?
Well, I favour the wing bowl, maybe.
Yep, one to the
but-
left there.
Yeah, it's hard to say with that back one, isn't it?
It is.
But you would think maybe the wing one because it's level,
Yep.
maybe.
Sure is.
Right, Bay to go first. So Marlene Alberino K.
Skips have been watching it, so they need to take their green.
Can you grab some scores for us?
Sorry?
Can you grab some scores for us around the place?
I can.
Okay.
He needs to tell us who against. June's bowl's got a nice green. It's down to her weight.
Well, I think she's played it. That's a beauty.
Lovely bowl. And she might have even moved it over, so she may be sitting two. It's hard to say. Although that front one might be a...
This looks skinny.
It does, but she might hit up onto a bowl. No, she's missed the lot.
Usually the cry goes out, how's your memory?
Yes, just play the same again.
Yes.
It's
That's easier said than done
it
too.
certainly is.
memory's not too flash by the look of it.
No, she's just dropped her weight, which is a shame because her line wasn't too bad at all.
So just the one for Johnsonville. So
Yes.
they regain the lead.
They do. Just going up in ones, so shows you how tight the game is.
Sometimes these games dawdle along and then all of a sudden somebody gets a 4 or 5.
That's right. Yeah, and they're away.
Yep.
Yes, it happens often.
So Johnsonville won the previous end. They get to start in number 7. 7 of 18, remember. Women's fours final. Champion of champions at 9-eye. And leading off for Johnsonville is Marani Davis.
Champion of Champions has become an important event because it didn't used to be, but now it leads on to, if you win this, to go forward to national playoff. So whoever wins this will go forward to that.
Plus, of course, it's a centre title.
It's the centre title, which are very, very hard to get.
Both leagues starting off way too wide.
Yes.
Not getting quite the swing going
No.
back that way. It's
No.
interesting, isn't it?
Must be a slight breeze down there holding it maybe,
Yeah.
because this side's coming this way definitely swings more. This one looks like it's got a good line though. That's a pretty handy bowl.
Just checking to see whether one of those bowls is still in the
I think
rink.
they're going to get the umpire to have a look at it, I think.
Just put a mat on it.
Yes, put a mat on it. They must have decided that it's in.
So Dorneil for Johnsonville decides to play the other hand.
Yes. And she still holds out a little. Barbara's gone not quite as wide as the other bowl, so tracking quite nicely.
Well, a lovely line, just depending on weight now. Beautiful line.
It's a lovely bowl.
Yeah, very good.
Scribble those down. Hopefully you can. Yeah. Can you read my writing? Hamish, who won the men's singles, is playing through champion.
Have you got Kath's one?
Just a little bit heavy on this occasion.
Have you put Kath's one?
Yeah.
So we've got a few other results here, Wendy, that we can have a look at. Junior singles. Kath Thompson of Plympton beating Natasha Maraku from Petone
Petone
Central 21-3.
Yes.
That was the junior women's. The junior men's, Hamish Ryan of Silverstream 21-16 over Ryan Camelan, is it? Coleman from Stokes Valley, 21-16. So that was quite a tight junior men's final.
Very good.
Men's triples. Now that is between Wilton and Upper Hutt, 11-8 to Upper Hutt after 10. Women's triples, Stokes Valley leading that one 10-7. And the men's fours, which is being played out in front of us, hasn't been going too long, 3-2. Tony Central against Stokes Valley, is it? I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a few completed results and one or two that are still in progress. In the meantime, as we know, Island Bay have got the shot here on the 7th of 18 ends in the women's fours final.
It's not got the green again. It's not a bad weight, actually. Just adjusting to that.
So Anna Basili to play this one for Island Bay.
That was a very good one from Kath Thompson, 21-3 from Pemberton. She's actually playing some very nice bowls. She was runner-up in the centre singles today, or Rayner. So she's going along nicely for a junior.
Junior, of course, is 1-5, isn't
1
it?
to 5.
Yep.
Yes, she's playing very nice bowls.
Had a fella this morning leading for Miramar, Mike McCauley, first-year bowler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of them are just naturals, aren't they?
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
are. Yes.
So nothing much has changed on this head as the skips come down to make their contributions. First up, it'll be June Wairau for Johnsonville. One down on the head. I think she's got the weight here.
No, she's going to cut across. On these wide greens, if you don't get your weight, it'll just swing under. If she gets on through this head, this bowl, she'll have a decent bowl here, but no.
That's the problem with short bowls,
Yes.
isn't it? It's pretty hard to negotiate.
Yes.
This might be a better looking bowl.
Yes, it's actually looking very nice.
It's angling in rather well.
She's got a lovely green. Oh, what a good bowl.
Perfect.
Lovely bowl. Depends what bowl she's got behind. She may have a through shot.
Gonna play this on the forehand.
She is. She's going to play with a little bit of weight. With a lot of weight.
No, she's pulled it away.
She certainly has, but you know what can happen.
Oh, yes.
It's you can have some heartbreaking bowls.
But June Wairau's outstanding bowl holds up, so Johnsonville get another single. And that's the way we're travelling, really. Singles mainly.
Yes.
5-3 after 7.
Yes, a very tight game.
The ends go ticking by pretty quickly.
Let's
We're
see.
into the 8th, and very nearly halfway.
She's taking the green on this one. Oh, it's holding out. A nice weight.
Do you have a preference, particularly if you're leading, to play the narrow or the wide?
It actually depends on the wind. If the wind is horrendous, I'll play the narrow, I would think. The wide can be virtually impossible sometimes
Yeah.
in Wellington. Or the other centres too, not just Wellington. But yeah, I would prefer the narrow, I think.
Some particular types of bowls.
Maybe your old classics might
Yeah.
like to swing on round.
For that, yes, that's right.
Yeah,
A lot of modern bowls kind of fight the wind,
they do.
don't they?
I think sometimes if your bowl's a little heavier, it's a bit better. The light ones maybe get taken a bit. But sometimes it's impossible to know which way to go.
It is, it is. Carolina Esposito with her second bowl.
It's actually coming around all right, this one. It's just needed to be under maybe. This one looks like it's got a decent line.
Dawn Neal. Might just be a little bit heavy on it. So now it'll be Barbara Pilkington, number 2 for Island Bay.
It's not looking too bad actually. It's got, again, just coming up. Oh, she's coming through. I'd say that's the shot.
Yep, that'll be good enough.
There's another nice bowl by Dawn. Lovely bowl.
So Johnsonville holding the shot. Now it's little George playing at 3.
She's coming through and picks it up. Very nice bowl. Johnsonville has also got the back bowls. Just taking it green. It's hard to say who's got.
Second shot, isn't it? Yeah.
Could be Island Bay. That blue one of Dawn's just needs a tap and it would come in. She's willing it in. How many down we're going to get it? so it doesn't seem to be swinging as much. I don't know.
No,
does
it does not. No, it does not. Look at all the short bowls.
Yes.
There's only 2 over the head. So Wendy's just departed. Thanks for her contribution, and about to be joined by Karen Guilford. He's going to see out the match with us. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
Just commenting on all the short bowls here. On this particular end, not in the match itself.
The green's probably tightened up, but there's been a bit of moisture around, so the sun's come out and probably sweating a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. A little bit of interest being shown here by Johnsonville. That's probably good enough for second, isn't it?
I would say so.
Yeah. You would know all these Johnsonville ladies, obviously.
Oh yes,
Being from the same
definitely.
club,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean to be not biased, but on the inside, I'll be.
Tell me they beat you in the club final, would that be right or not?
Oh, I didn't actually play
Oh, you
the fours
didn't?
this
Okay.
year. No.
Okay.
It clashes with a couple of tournaments that we travel to, so
Okay. This has been a pretty tight game. There's only been singles apart from 1, 2 in the entire 7 or 8 ends we've had.
it looks pretty tricky out there. It's obviously a fine line.
Yeah, the game looks easy sitting here, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you always play your best bowls on the bank.
Last bowl here for Marlene Alberino K.
It's very handy.
Yeah, good bowl. It's got to stop though, that's the thing.
Very close.
They do run on a wee bit, so it does look like at least 2.
Just the 2.
Just the 2. Okay, so Johnson will get 2 more. They go to 7-3. That's
I
under
don't
80.
know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, then we're here to say hey. 'Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with holding and do your thing.
So they're questioning the length of the jack. Has to be 23 metres.
23 metres, yeah, it does.
Waiting for the umpire. Here he comes.
So he measures from the front of the mat to the where the jack is, right? So it's
Correct,
got to be
yeah.
23 metres.
To the front of the jack.
Yeah. Johnsonville keen on playing a short end. Let's just see whether they've quite got the jack up. Of course, they haven't. It means that Isla Bay get the mat, and invariably they'll throw a long one because
Correct.
just
yes.
to be contrary.
Yep. Well, that would be the plan.
Don't think it is up, is it?
Yeah, no, it's up.
Oh, it is up. Yep.
So if it wasn't up, the umpire would have.
He would have said so.
Chucked the jack back.
He would have. He
Yeah.
would have. Okay, so they get their short end, Johnsonville. Worth a challenge though. It's pretty hard to, quite often, quite hard to gauge, isn't it?
Oh, certainly. I lead a lot, and yeah, I wouldn't say that the jack throwing is my speciality, but it certainly can be quite crucial in a match.
Oh, here's a good bowl. This is going to drag the jack back,
That's
so
very
that'll
good
lengthen
starter.
the end a bit.
It will, yes. Gorgeous day for it. I hope it's like this tomorrow.
I think the forecast is good, actually. than what I've been playing yesterday, though.
No,
It was a bit of a shocker.
a little bit chilly.
Oh, yeah, very close to taking the jack again. First bowl up from Highland Bay.
Yes, Carolina's very nuggety. Always there or thereabouts. Good weight again from Marani.
You often think that in this game, where you only have to worry about two things, weight and
length,
direction,
yeah.
yeah, that weight is actually
weight.
more important.
It certainly is, although if you can hold your line, your weight will come.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's, yeah, the weight's meant to be a subconscious thing and the line is meant to be a conscious thing.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Doesn't always work that way. We know the human brain isn't quite computed.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this is weight dependent. This looks like a pretty good bowl to me.
It certainly does. Might a little bit heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, because generally speaking, if your weight's right, you're only going to be 2 or 3 feet away at worst.
Correct.
Aren't you?
Yes. Yeah.
Barbara Pilkington, the
Bowl
number
coming
2.
in
Yeah.
Barbara.
If she can hold up, that'll be the shot. That is
Yeah.
the shot. She played some very good bowls, actually, in this match.
He's played Barbara a few times in singles, and she's very handy to have around.
Now, this is Dawn Neal.
One's changed her hand. Probably a little bit quick, a little slide there. Cut it down to 1, maybe.
Barbara going to change her hand. She's certainly indicating she might.
I'm not thinking she's probably not wanting to pick up the jack and drag it, so.
Yeah.
You're not got a seat? No, that's okay. Sorry.
This looks handy again.
It does look handy. It's in a very, very good spot there.
It is. It is. Now, little George wants to go down and have a look at the head.
Yeah, so look, you can see looking out the window here that it's a little bit glary, so not really being able to see the colours of the bowls like you can on the television.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just wanted to judge some distance for yourself. Some people like it, some people don't.
Well, now she's got a pretty clear picture about how the head looks, because it always looks different when you get down there.
Oh, definitely,
Doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. Oh, yeah. So many times you cross, you go down and you go, oh, that's further away than I thought.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, I had heaps of room to get round that bowl.
So she's coming down on the forehand.
It's a little bit on the skinny side.
Yeah, yeah.
She sits inside that black one. Oh, no. Yeah, it's probably nicely weighted to sit the shot bowl.
So Anna Basili, who'd been waiting up at the head to see what was happening, is now coming down to play her bowl. You would have played Anna a few times, I guess.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I remember as a junior when she came to join Johnsonville, and as a junior, and I played her in singles, and she gave me a little bit of a hiding, and sort of taught me a few things about staying nuggety and,
Hanging in
not,
there.
yeah, not giving up.
Just a bit short with the first bowl. Little George, no doubt, will play just through the head here if she can.
Oh, yes, so that's got a little bit of weight on it.
Oh, I tell you what, it's pretty well pointed. It's pretty well pointed.
close.
Yeah, she's going to grab the jack, which will go into the ditch. Now, whose bowl went back?
That's an Island Bay, but that's Carolina's bowl.
Okay.
So it looks like Johnsonville are 1 down. But that bowl's sitting level with the 2 metre mark, so there's still 2 metres to draw to the bank. So Anna will just be trying to get past those bowls in front.
I'll tell you what, if she sneaks around that bowl there, she might be, still might be good enough. Or she will be good enough,
I'd say it should be good enough,
Yeah.
yep. Look, I had lovely weight on it. Still plenty of room. And June's pretty handy to have around. She just recently made it into the Wellington rep squad and has performed very well.
Updates.
Got a few updates there for us?
We've got a few updates from the other, if I can read Ross's handwriting.
Yeah.
The women's triples, after 12 ends, it's 11 all, Stokes Valley versus Victoria. And the men's triples, after 12 ends, it's 11 all as well, Wilton versus Upper Hutt, so a couple of tight games there. In the men's fours final, after 6 ends, it's 6-2 to Petone Central over Stokes Valley.
Oh,
Still plenty of time to go.
Yeah, good games. Very good games. Relatively tight here too in the women's fours.
Definitely, it's not even halfway yet, just about to the halfway point. And anything can happen
Can she
in
stop
fours.
this? Can she stop it? Can she stop it? Oh,
Depending on where the jack actually is. No, maybe not. I think it still might be 2.
yeah. I'm just trying to find the little marker on the bank, and it's
It's just to the left of the 7.
It
You
is.
can't see it on the live stream, but so just to the left of the
of the rink
middle
number.
of the rink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marlene certainly looks like she's got some weight on this.
So we don't want to hit the red bowl too
No,
hard,
she wouldn't
no?
want to be hitting Lil up. Ooh, that will definitely, if it stays on, that will be another one. No, in the ditch.
Good try.
Yeah, you certainly got to give it a chance. I think there's nothing worse than falling short when you're trying to draw
Yeah,
to
exactly.
beat bowls. Let's see what June can do. That's certainly got some weight on it.
Just be hoping it stops now.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
don't think so.
not on these greens. The finish is pretty good on them,
Yes.
so they're not going to pull up quickly anytime soon.
So Island Bay looking pretty good here. Looking to make it 3. We haven't had a 3 in the game yet.
So Anna's changed Marlene's hand. A bit of fear probably of hitting Lil George's bowl or June's bowl up for second shot.
Oh, this looks
This
good.
is pretty handy
This
too.
looks good as long as it stops. I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, very good shot.
Yeah, very nice.
So certainly 2, maybe 3.
They're calling an umpire for long tape. While they're doing that, I commentated last year in the women's singles final, and I got given a word that you had to say. You would probably have this in your time commentating.
Yes.
That someone gives you a word and you have to try and
Fit it in.
yeah.
And usually it's a ridiculous word like apples or something, which has got
Well-
nothing to do with the sport you're talking about.
So mine, thanks to Adam Ryan from Johnsonville Bowling Club, just a shout out to him, is Omni Shambles.
Omni shambles.
So
Is that a word?
It's a nice way of saying another thing that a lot of people say that I can't say.
Yes,
live.
yes,
And I looked up the definition before I came on to make sure I did have it right.
yes.
And it was basically where just a whole bunch of things go wrong due to bad planning, bad management, a whole things like that. And I'm like going, well, how could I do that in a game of bowls? And I'm like, well,
The easiest way is just to tell us the word and then try and justify it.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, and it could definitely happen in bowls where you find yourself and you're 4 or 5 down and you haven't quite read the situation quite right, or you have a drive and you're only 1 down and then all of a sudden you're 4 down.
Oh, I know, yes.
Yeah. So,
Well, we had a 6-shot swing in the game this morning.
yes, I did hear that on the way out.
I think one team was 2 up and then finished up 4 down on the strength of 1 bowl.
I think they were 4 up.
4 up,
and
then went
and,
2 down.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Howard Ivory drove, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He was pretty accurate with his drives from what I could hear.
Howard was good. He was good.
Yeah, I was just listening to it on the way out just to see what sort of banter was going on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I think the upshot of all of that is that Island Bay got 2. I think that was the call.
Find out. They're just doing the board now.
If that is the case, 7-5 is the score at the halfway point. Yes, it is,
Yes,
7-5.
7-5.
Omni shambles.
Yes.
Okay. Just looking across at the men's triples. Yeah, it's tight over there too. They're playing the 14th end and it's 12-11, I think. Upper Hutt might be in front.
Can't quite see it because there's a pole in my way.
Yes,
but,
and a whole lot of bowlers. So Carolina Esposito starting off for Island Bay on this, the 10th of 18 ends.
just pulling up a little bit short.
That hand seems to be pretty tricky coming back.
I think sometimes with a green being quite quick, you tend to be a bit hesitant. So you're not sort of releasing your bowl. You're more possibly stabbing at it to try and
Holding
take
it
the
back.
weight back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marani's not shy of it though.
No.
That's another. Well, I'd possibly call it a raking toucher, but it's and another mix it up a bit. The jacks move back.
What you really want when you hit the jack like that is to stay with it.
That's correct.
Don't you?
Yes. But I mean, you just got to look at the Aussies and the way that they play. They're hardly ever short. They're always through the head. The jack movement can be 2 meters in a game from
Yes.
where it started to where it finishes. So a short bowl just becomes annoying, and instead of being a help.
Yeah.
New Zealand is a very dead draw, where we tend to try and just dead draw to the jack all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of our greens are more. It's easier to dead draw to the jack because they're quicker. You take a bit more green. You're sort of coming in a bit more sideways into the head, whereas in Australia it's sort of almost straight up the middle. Not a lot of turn out of the bowl. So playing through works wonders.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thing that always amazes me watching the Aussie bowls, it doesn't apply to everyone, but most of them, is how fast on the mat they are.
Yeah, they have a lot of games where they're time limited.
Right, okay.
And I think, getting onto the mat and just playing your bowl, you're getting that body weight, that momentum behind you. Their greens are. I played once over there, and I felt like a first year bowler. The pace of them, I just never experienced the changes in the pace so much.
Right.
And they're just used to playing on that 12 seconds, and then in the next end it's 18 seconds,
Yes.
depending on whether it's rained or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all about that body momentum. A lot of New Zealanders have a fixed stance delivery, where they're just using their arm to push their bowl forward.
Right,
And
right.
and most of the Aussies, well, the ones that I've seen on TV, they're always, their whole body is behind the bowl to deliver it.
Is it Aaron Sheriff? He's really quick.
Yes, yeah.
And also Ryan
Tess,
Bester.
well.
Not that he's an Aussie, but
Yeah, no, he plays in Aussie all the time.
yeah. But they're so fast.
Aaron Tees is another one. He's very quick off the mat when you see him in that the BPL that they have. It's amazing. I mean, they've got a 30-second shot clock, which you think 30 seconds isn't that long. It's actually quite a long time until you're under pressure. you
Yes,
know?
yes.
Yeah. So
Well, particularly if you're standing down the other end looking ahead, you've got to rush back.
that's correct.
Pretty much
yeah.
pick it up and let it go.
Yeah, so they're going to have a semblance of fitness. Nothing worse than
Yes. Yeah.
huffing and puffing when you get down the other end. So it looks like Barbara Pilkington has played 2 pearlers.
And it's just coming over a little short here. So 2 to Island Bay, maybe?
At the moment, yes. Marani's toucher is just hanging out to the side there. Lil's coming down to have another look. She's probably with those short bowls in the way, they sort of get in your eye and you're not sure whether you're under or around or anything, and you tend to push them out and put a bit more weight on, which isn't that accurate for a dead draw. So if you can visualise it when you get a bit closer.
You've got a better idea now, so she's
Yeah.
headed down.
So it looks like the men's triples was all tied up again after 14. 14 ends, 12 all. That's a very tight game.
It is.
Ooh, Lil just missing to sit that bowl.
Still, she's got another one.
That's right. Quite like pairs because you get 3 bowls.
Yes, that is true.
Yes.
Well, I was just saying to Dave Hewitt this morning that you may have played in it. The Wilton boys have a tournament where it's 4-bowl pairs.
Yes.
That's a lot of fun.
I haven't played I've played 2-4-2, which is 4 bowls, and of course the Aussie 2x2x2x2.
Yes.
Which is 4 bowls as well, but you're only playing 2 at a time in that one.
Yeah, they're over here. My right here.
The back in the day they had set play and it was 2 bowl pairs. That was a very hard game,
Yes.
and there were 2 people in Wellington that sort of nailed it. They played very well, and that was Helen Harvey, and now Helen King, and Lee Griffin. They were very, very good at that 2 bowl pairs. But it was a very hard game to play. It was amazing. I think it was just more of a mental thing, knowing that you haven't got any extra bowls.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, it's easy to get one right when you've got 3.
that's right. Yeah, yeah. 1 bowl wonders. 4 bowls is even better in singles.
Of course.
Yeah.
So nothing much has changed on the hit because
No.
little George went sailing through.
So Anna's drawn another one, so it looks like Johnsonville could be 3 down.
Marlene Elbreen okay then. Isla Bay looking pretty good here on the 10th end.
It's quite well pointed. Let me go in a fraction.
Yep, just maybe sailing through.
Back bowl's always a good bowl. June's not short either. She's
No, she's
having
only
a
got
look.
a little nibble here.
It's just under. She might get a little slight. Ooh, very close.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the short bowls in the way, it's hard to draw to save.
Yes.
Marlene's adjusted a little bit much. It's fallen a bit short.
So I don't imagine we'll see too much different here from June Waira. It'll be fairly direct.
Yeah, but she's already played one, so it's pretty hard to get them to change to, nothing's changed on the head. So if you've already played one, you may as well play it again.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like she's changing her hand on the shot, though. I think it's more options. She's changed it back.
Change it back, yeah.
More option to come under that bowl. She's got a jack, a short bowl, and 2 shot bowls to sit on. There's also a couple of gaps, of course, but you want to hope you don't get those. Can't quite see. That was the short bowl option. It's just a shame she didn't quite get that off there, but might have cut one out.
2 down? Looks like 2 down.
2 down, yes.
Yep. So 2 to Island Bay. And we're back even Stevens. 7 all. After 10 ends. Island Bay have picked up 3 2s in this game. Island Bay looking to go with a long one. I think they're throwing it in the ditch. Close to throwing it in the ditch.
Yes, it's in the ditch. So Johnson will get the choice now what they want to do. Sure, Marani will bring the mat up a wee bit.
If it wasn't quite such a serious tournament, someone would just place it.
Yeah, the time limit galas.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The rules have changed so much on the jack and the mat. I've been playing for 20 years now, and when I started, it was basically the jack got placed, and the winner of the end kept the mat. Then they changed it that you could give away the mat
Yes.
if you wanted to.
Yes.
And then they brought back that you kept the mat, but the opposition got to throw the jack if you threw it out. So who knows? In the next couple of years, it could change again.
It could
and
do.
maybe the jack doesn't even get thrown; it just gets placed each time to make it a quicker game.
Yeah.
As soon
I
as
think at the higher level, everybody likes to have the last bowl.
correct,
Don't
yes,
they? Yeah.
Which is quite interesting. In my development years, our coach Janice McKenna, she did quite a few stats, and she said that first bowl effectiveness was actually the better result than the last bowl, so
Yeah,
more
yeah.
effective than having the last bowl.
Okay.
But I think from a player's perspective, it's probably just a confidence thing of knowing that you can actually change something.
Yes. Yes.
Whether you do or not is another thing.
Well, the only choice you have is at the toss, the first toss of the game, isn't it? You can give the mat away there.
You can give the mat away there, and
Yeah.
also on an extra end.
Extra end, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm a big fan in singles. I like to keep the mat. I play a lot with Dale Rayner, and she plays a lot of indoor and has played, at quite a high level. She's a fan of giving away the mat
Right.
in the first end, and that's just so they can sort of show you the way. It also gives you an idea of how they might play the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but because I'm a lead and what I do a lot of leading, that first bowl, that's the one that I aim for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try to get that
yeah.
up. So speaking of first bowls, got a couple of short ones out there.
Yeah, there's a bit of room up there.
Yeah. Oh, we've got some on the bank too. Actually, Barbara's playing too, so only 3 bowls on the rink. One's out of picture.
One's out of play. Quite often the
One's
way
on the
if you
back,
put it on
yeah.
the 2 metre mark.
That's right.
Although the mat's up a wee bit.
Just be enough to work the wires of the brain differently.
Yeah.
That possibly changes the line of the green as well. And Dawn's got very good weight, just not, well, it's pulled up a little bit short. Looks good weight from this end, but
Yeah, exactly.
Barbara's, she gets under Dawn's bowl. She's in
She may have a good one here.
the, may not come back from there though. That hand's a little bit hangy.
It is, yes.
It just stopped short too.
Yeah, yeah.
Could be a big green patch or something on the green that's causing that. Or just the fact that it hasn't been played on or walked on.
Another one heading for the ditch, is it? Yes, another one
Yes.
drops in the ditch. It's a fine line. It's a
Oh,
very fine
definitely.
line.
Yeah. And it's got a very good line here. Just going to pull up a little bit short as well.
Good enough,
Oh,
I
it's
think.
still
wasn't it?
coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's very deceptive with that light on the bowl.
Island Bay have never been in front in this game. They've got a good chance here, though.
It's still anyone's, and with the low numbers being scored, it's
Oh, if she can rest this bowl out, she'll have played a beauty.
lovely
Oh,
ball. Gave it a chance, wasn't short.
yes. So Johnsonville holding. She's gone way too wide here.
Yes, that's outside the other bowls, so I don't think I'll be coming back from there. Let's come back into the rink, maybe.
Yeah, just.
This could be quite handy. It's not turning a lot. So just the one to Johnsonville.
Be pretty hard to outdraw that. Would you be tempted to play a weighted shot onto it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's you have to be a precision bowler to.
Yeah,
to
wouldn't you?
draw. Well, you might get one inside there, but trying to get two or three, you definitely want to be reaching it.
Yes.
Give yourself a chance. Sometimes you find on the dead draw, you tend to pull it a bit short, a bit hesitant. Marlene's not known for being short on these sort of shots, so. Yep, well, she's definitely up.
She's definitely not short.
Yeah. So actually played it pretty well. It might be hang.
Oh.
Ooh, it's a great effort.
It's a sighter.
Yeah. June will just be trying to get another one in there. Hoping not to fatten the head up too much. It's a little bit weighty, she might do it for them.
Ooh, I was going to say. Wonder if she finds it annoying with a scarf on.
It's a cooling cloth.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, why would you bowl with a scarf on?
Well, it's nearly winter.
Yeah.
No, they're cooling cloths. They're quite good. So you
Okay.
wet them
Yeah.
and you put them around your neck and they're cold. And then when they heat up, you just give them a flap. So you shake them around like you would, when you used to swat your brother or sister with a tea towel.
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
tea towel. So you swat them around like that, and they
Okay.
cool down again. So they're very, very good. You can get them from Kathmandu or some of the cheaper $2 shops have them.
Righto.
So Marnie's changed that shop completely.
Must have thought there was too great a risk. You see pictures of many, many years ago when blokes used to bowl in collars and ties.
Correct, and blazers.
Yeah.
And ladies had the long, back way back,
Yeah.
the long skirts and
Yeah.
and everything like that. It's like, I find it hard enough sometimes just trousers trying to bowl.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
I couldn't imagine bowling in a skirt. It's a little bit before my time.
Yeah. So 1 to Johnsonville.
Yeah.
8-7. 11 gone.
I don't know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, then I hear you say, hey. 'Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with holding it to your thing.
Started the 12th end in this women's fours final. Johnsonville leading 8-7. Very good start too by Marani Davis. Now here is Carolina Esposito. That last bowl out of the rink. So taken away by Island Bay in the meantime. Davis, this time missing a green. Second bowl taken away. Barbara Pilkington, her first bowl, looking to drift it in.
Just pulling up a fraction.
They've lost a couple of bowls here. They're on the bank.
That's what I was having a look. I'm going, oh.
Not many there.
Have they swapped positions?
Yeah.
Looks pretty handy from Dawn. Yeah, not a bad long bowl. Bit of drama in the men's triples. Steve Ditford driving. There's Barbara again. Oh, she's not let that one go very well.
Little George playing on the forehand. Been a fairly tricky side to play, that one.
Yeah, it looks like there's a fine line with the green, which can play a little bit with your weight. So you see Barbara's short bowl looked like a good grass, but just the weight just didn't bring it back in. And then Lil's just fallen a bit short and cut it, and Anna's done the same. So things could be changing out there, or could just be the players. It's hard to know.
This one cutting hard across the head.
Yeah. It's
Which
got a
is-
little bit more weight on it this time, but it just didn't quite get the green.
Anna's going to try her luck down that same hand. She's got a bit of green here.
She's
Just about the
sit that
weight.
bowl of Marani's. Could be.
Yeah, could be.
If not shot, it's a very good second shot. June will be wanting to play something similar to what Anna just played. Set that back bowl for 2, set it a bit further for 3.
Doesn't look bad. Does
Far
not
away,
look
Jack,
bad.
Jack.
Oh, she's going to take the jack and
Oh,
stay with it.
that's
Oh,
Second prize. 2 shots, Johnsonville.
yes.
Anna just describing the head to Marlene. And she comes down onto that bowl and knocks it through, gets under it. And she's just cut her green a little bit.
That horrible feeling when you know you've got it wrong.
That's right, yeah. As soon
And
as
you
you
know
let it,
early.
as soon as you let it go. Yes. Yeah. So we'll just wait for the end of this end. We've got some updates from further down the green. Oh, a little wee slide.
Ooh.
Probably a little bit heavy. It's in a good home though.
Going to change your hand here.
Yeah. That might be a little bit tight too. She might get a little slide here.
Got to get round that front bowl.
2 to Johnsonville.
2 to Johnsonville.
So just an update further down the green, the women's triples, after 17 ends, it's 17-12 to Victoria. That, I'm not sure if they're playing the last end or not. Yes, it looks like they are. The men's triples, after 16 ends, it's 18-12 to Upper Hutt. And in the men's fours, which is quite exciting because it's sort of right next door to the women's fours, and I keep watching it. A lot of driving going on. It's after 9 ends. It's actually, well, I've got a further update because I can see the scoreboard. After 10 ends, it's 8-4 to Petone Central. Some very good games this finals weekend.
Yes, all those scores relatively tight.
Just makes it exciting, Grant.
Yes. Just glancing over towards the men's triples. Obviously, Wilton needed a few on that second last end to keep things going.
Looks like they're getting the measure out, so... Yeah, so 6 behind with 2 to go, so see what happens after they've declared the head.
Just saw one of the Upper Hutt boys put 3 fingers up, so maybe they think they're 3 down. If they're 3 up, game would be over.
Upper Hutt's measuring, so they're either wanting the shots or they're not wanting to give them away.
Yeah, yeah.
Two very good lead bowls there. Second bowl from Morani and first bowl from Carolina.
Yeah, Wilton got 3 there. So they're 3 behind playing the last. We're playing the 13th here in the women's fours. Johnsonville have, I was going to say, always been in front. In fact, it was 7-all after 10, but they've never, put it this way, they've never been behind.
Yeah, just it's all about hanging on at this point in the game. 6 ends to go. Handy bowl from Dawn.
Barbara Pilkington played some pretty handy bowls in this match. She's playing 2 for Island Bay.
It's not far away here either. Sits on that Johnsonville bowl. It's, ooh, might be just out. Dawn with her second bowl.
Ooh.
Unlucky. It was already the shot anyway. Made it a little bit harder, but still only 1 down.
Change of hand this time.
They've got their bowl to the back there, so if there is a little bit of jack movement, they're fairly safe. It's a very good effort. Little George just asking who's at the back, so makes me think that she's not going to be short. She definitely looks like she's having a look at it.
Oh, she's
Not far away.
Yeah, she'll get something.
Ooh, touching the jack. Can't quite see. Ooh. Might still be one down to Barbara's second bowl. Have got Morani's bowl in the middle between the two.
Certainly exposed the jack, hasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it might work now on that hanging hand to be able to draw to it.
Yeah.
Looks very close. Anna's indicating that it's fairly close.
I think that blue bowl in the middle would be a chance, wouldn't it?
You'd think so, but it's sitting behind the head and Barbara's bowl's level.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that whole tend to favour the level one type of attitude.
Yeah, yeah.
And it is always very hard on the television to judge, you know. So many times I've been watching the game that's being live streamed or on Sky or something and gone, oh, they've got two.
I know.
And you're, oh, they're one down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you sort of need lollipop people out there constantly.
Well, it was
so-
offered actually, and was offered, yeah. Certainly in the triples.
Yeah,
Now that's gone out of the rink.
that is definitely
So
out.
she tried to play the narrow hand.
Yeah, so she's in the catch-22. So if she plays the other hand and does come on to the jack, then you've got two of the Johnsonville bowls, or one Johnsonville bowls at the back there. So it would be very weight dependent. But I myself, if I was skipping regardless, there seems to be a lot of room there. So I'd be drawing on the wider hand. On the
Yes,
hand
yeah.
that's holding, it's not going to swing through the head unless you cut your green.
Well, they gave it the big finger measurement. Don't know what they came up with.
And that could be hit or miss too.
Can, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So just looking at the end of this triples, men's triples.
Yes, I'm having a
Skip's
look,
still
and
got bowls to go.
I can see that John Earls has got a bowl on the head, but he might only have one. They need three to draw and force an extra end.
Yes. So we want to be hoping that some of those bowls behind would be theirs. Like that. It's a good bowl by Lou.
Again, the finger measures go on.
See on the television, it looks like one red, but it's probably not. Well, Carolina's saying that they've still got one.
Okay. So Anna's going to play the narrow hand again.
Just got to get green just perfect. I'd be picking. Just a little bit closer this time.
If this runs it out, she might have a good one.
Ooh, just through. That was a better line, better green.
So Island Bay think they have the shot. Well, I guess it won't be determined. Well, things can happen, of course.
Well, June's just indicated that the front
She's one
green
down.
one is the shot.
Okay. So she's going to try and play the open hand.
Yeah, she's got the drag of the jack to Lils. If she gets onto the jack, if she swings under, she might sit through on the shot bowl.
She's not 1,000
far
miles away. Oh, I think she's played a beauty, isn't she? Oh, she got
maybe.
there. She got there.
Hard to say.
Who knows?
Oh, June's indicating that she might just have pulled up a little bit short.
Marlene Alberino K. The skip for Island Bay.
She's played a pearler here. That's a great shot.
That is a great shot.
Just got the final score in the women's triples. Victoria overcame Stokes Valley 17-13. So that's Sarah Taukamo, I think, who's filling in for Lee Griffin, and Marianne Wilson and Nina Dominic.
So the men missed out narrowly in the semi-finals, but have won the women's. Looking to get around, not quite the weight. Not quite the weight.
No. Good effort. Marlene with the last bowl. She'll just be wanting to do a repeat of.
Shaking hands in the men's. It looks like Upper Hutt might have that title. Again, it was a tight game though. Right, here comes the bowl. Oh, she's dragged the jack. Certainly stayed with it.
I'm not sure actually, because Howard didn't play his last bowl.
No, he picked up the other guy's bowl, I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think,
okay.
I think so. Well, all that's been happening. I think, what did Island Bay get there?
I'd be picking two, but it may only be one.
We'll wait and have a look at the board. Yes. Oh, no, two. 10-9 after 13.
I don't know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, then I hear you say, hey. 'Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do your thing.
Yeah, so just the average mat length, and then everyone's sort of doing the same.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, there's nothing worse than playing against someone that's 6 foot and you're only 5'2".
Yeah.
And you go, it's 5 steps, and they go, it's 3. That's a good start by Carolina.
That's very good. It's always satisfying, I suppose, when you throw the jack away and the opposition decides the length, and then you draw a shot
And
just
nail
like
it,
that.
yes. Yeah.
This could drag the jack as well.
Yes, might find the gap.
Oh.
It's 10-9. Bit of weight from Morani, but it's just chopped to green a little bit. It's obviously such a fine line out there. Barbara on her backhand. Yeah, she's played pretty consistently.
She has. Yeah, it's a good bowl. Very good bowl.
So just the final score in that men's triples, it was 18-16 to Upper Hutt. So pretty close. Very nice weight from Dawn. Undergreened.
Might be a bit short here.
Yeah, cutting away a bit.
Yep.
I think they're afraid of taking too much green. They'll be looking to come under that short bowl. Because I think if they're around it, they're just going to hang out there a wee bit.
Yeah.
So we're just punching it a little bit too much. Be a fine item, but it'll be about a centimetre that they need to adjust. A very good effort from Dawn.
Anna Basili then for Island Bay, just 1 point behind on the scoreboard, playing the 14th of 18. She looks short.
Yeah, she's actually done quite a few of those with her first bowl, but short, and then her next one's pretty deadly. So it's all about that adjustment. If either team are wanting to get ahead, they'll need to be working on that first bowl. You know, stop that 2 metre short bowl. Just is not effective at all. And just sort of
Sure.
concentrating on that first bowl, getting it on the head or over. There's Little George, ooh, very close, sitting
I
on
mean,
the
I
back
think
bowl.
the entire New Zealand Air Force has just gone past
Well,
2 planes.
There was 2 planes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's it, isn't it?
I don't know. Do we even own a plane?
I don't know.
Might be old Spitfire somewhere in someone's garage.
Yeah, can she find the hole here? Oh,
Close.
close. Yes.
So Lewis trying to get under that bow as well. Just needs to beat Dawn's.
Oh,
That'll be the shot.
yes. Falls in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the advantage of having those bowls on that side of the head. It's something to sort of sit on.
Sure.
Because you're looking to come under those short bowls. So it's all about weight, really. Easy game.
Easy. Very easy sitting here. Played some of her shots.
Oh. I'm just pleased I'm not on TV tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be right next door. I was looking to see how far you could see, and it was like, oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
They're going to be watching me too.
This is in the general area. She can get onto that bowl.
Stucking through the
Oh, good try.
gap. See, I think the ladies have sort of got stuck into the game and sort of forgotten about the fact that the cameras are on them.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
1-1, that's all right. Mix it up.
Just makes it a wee bit harder for Island Bay, though.
It does, yeah. She's going to have to be up through Barbara's bowl. if she slips the gap between, or just around Barbara's, if she's got good weight. She's giving it a chance. It's just
Got to avoid all
giving
the
it a
other bowls if she
chance.
can.
That's the shot I'd be playing.
Yes.
Yeah. They were just having a look to see whether there's any shot on.
Oh, good try.
Yeah.
Very good try. 1 to Island Bay.
All square again.
All square again with 4 to go. 10 all.
Carolina will be wanting to keep the jack in this time, even though Island Bay have scored off the Johnsonville jack. It's probably quite crucial that they retain it at this point in the game. It can be quite a psychological advantage. Looks like it could be okay. So it's a very long end.
Yeah, it is a long end.
This will be interesting.
Start of end number 15 in the women's fours final.
So, danger of changing the length drastically. Just falling that little bit short, not really knowing the line. So interesting to see what the head ends up. Marnie's got a very good line here. Might be going through a little bit. She picks up the jack. Oh,
Well,
makes it
just-
even more interesting.
Yeah, nicks it off to the side.
Yeah.
Once again, in the ideal world, she would have loved to have stayed with that.
Yes.
That's headed for the ditch, I suspect, or very close to it. No, is it going to
Yep,
sit up? No, it's
in the
crashed.
ditch, yep.
Yep.
Rani turning her back on that one. I think she's cut her green and dropped her weight, so she won't be happy with herself there.
Barbara Pilkington looking to bring it in from that kind of awkward hand out there, but certainly didn't have the weight.
No. Dawn's trying to come under those bowls. She might find that she cuts across that length.
I don't think she's got the weight either, is she?
No.
No.
The thing I will say about television is does make them look a lot closer than they actually are.
Yes.
So-
Yes. Yes, looking out the window, they look miles away now.
Yeah. It's a bit of bowl, that'll be the shot.
That'll be it, yes. Heaps of room, though, for Dawn Neal.
She's got a bit of green. She might just be a fraction wide. She might want to get caught up in those short bowls.
If she can miss these bowls, she might be all right.
Just travelling a little
Just
bit. That was a
travelling, yeah, yeah.
great track though. In the ditch. We've got a good track here.
How's the speed?
It's not far away. Ooh, a little
Oh,
slide.
yes.
That helps a little bit.
Sure does. And a Basili.
She's definitely reaching.
Don't think she likes this much.
No.
Little George.
You know, at that length, you can sort of tell when it's about a metre in front of you that it's not doing what you think it should be doing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just an update in the men's fours while they're crossing over. Got Tony Central are up 13-5 after 13 ends. And the men's fours against Stokes Valley.
Another low scoring game, isn't it? 18
Yeah.
shots out of 13 ends. We've had 20 shots out of 14.
It's quite interesting. We had our triples final at the Johnsonville Bowling Club, the champ triples final, and it was after 9 ends it was 5-4. After 12 it was basically one shot each end, so there's two scores added up to the ends until about the 13th end, I think, where one of the teams picked up a 3 and the other team didn't score again. So it was, yeah,
They can turn the tide.
definitely.
Yeah.
If you're only scoring ones and someone picks up a number.
But it's also, I guess, disheartening to the opposition.
Yeah, it can kick your confidence. I played a fours game against Judy Howard in the National Fours when it was in Wellington a few years ago out at Eastbourne, and the score was 34-32 after
Gee.
18 ends. It was like drop a 5, pick up a 5, drop a 4,
Oh.
pick up a 4. It was just a very high scoring game. It was very windy. Not that Wellington's windy at all.
No, no, no. Yeah, it's funny the way it rolls like that, isn't it?
Yeah. And yet you can get a game that's like, 10-9 after 18 ends. But yeah, I thought it was very high scoring.
Every shot is precious in this game. It is really tight.
Yeah, you want to be capitalising when you're holding and also limiting the damage if you're not.
Boy, this is a pretty good bowl. Oh, dear.
Yes. Very good effort.
Yes.
Puts a little bit of pressure under June now to try and get another one inside of there.
Yeah, it does.
She doesn't really want to be hitting it in, so she may change her hand. It's either that or maybe just not try too hard.
No,
Just
sort of throw
take
it,
the one.
throw it away a wee
Yeah.
bit. Yeah. Maybe try and put it in the line. Shorten in the line. Oh, she had last bowl anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, didn't try at all.
No.
Understandably.
Yeah, but chicken.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Johnsonville will take the one. As I said before, they have never been behind in this game.
I don't know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, let me hear you say hey. 'Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do your thing.
I've seen things happen that you wouldn't believe
Yeah.
could happen.
First bowl then of the 16th end. 3 remaining. And that one sailed through the hit, so much so that it's on the bank.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Morani was doing, throwing another long end. Maybe because they did score off that end. Very good starter from Carolina.
This is pretty handy.
Might not be sure, it's a very good second.
Yep.
And good correction on her first, which was in the ditch. Carolina just asking whether that short bowl is in her way. From my angle, it shouldn't be, so. It's not far away. Might have a little bit of weight on it, but. Dawn with her first bowl. She's just expecting her first grandchild. I think they've just had a gender reveal this weekend. Not sure the result of that. But her daughter's a very good ballroom dancer.
Oh, okay.
Her and her husband are very high up in New Zealand ballroom dancing.
Can't say it's something I've ever mastered.
No, to my 2 left feet.
Yeah. Another one close to the head would be the call, no doubt, from Marlene Albaruno K.
Yeah, Barbara's not far away.
Got down on her haunches too, which is
Yeah.
usually an indication that just going to sail through a wee bit.
Barbara's been pretty consistent the whole game. Yeah, good twos bowls just behind, or drawing if the lead's not there. Occasional wayward one, which happens to everyone. Dawn's not corrected much at all. She won't be happy with herself. I think Barbara's just overcorrected here as well. Just stuck out on that. You can just see the tracks on the green. I'm not sure how easy it is to see on the live stream, but certainly from this angle. So if you're just outside where the bowl's been coming down, it's not turning it much at all. Oh, George having a look. She wants to be a fraction wide.
Yes, good try. Which in the bowls terms means you've missed.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone says it though, don't they?
Good effort.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice to say something positive or
Yeah,
just
well, that's
not
right.
say anything at all, you
Yeah.
know.
I play for a guy who has a great saying. Even if you play a bad bowl, he'll say, "It's okay, we didn't have one there."
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes, seriously, in bowls, you just never know. You know, it could end up being the shot.
Yeah, well,
And so, yeah, I've got the saying, the Star of David, you know. Oh, sorry, I've done the Star of David. You know, one to the side, one really short, one right at the back.
yeah.
It's all about keeping them handy. So, you know, while Lil's last bowl was a fair attempt at trying to get the shot, it's sort of, it's a bit out of play now. It's right by the ditch.
Yes, true.
If even not got into the ditch. And so that's a bit of bowl. So that's another bowl on the head, for June to play something with. You know, they talked about the positions and fours. You know, your lead is there to draw to the jack. Your 2 is there to be just behind. Your 3 is there to do positional bowls or get bowls out of the way for the skip. And the skip's there to add or save.
Yes.
That's always been my philosophy.
Everybody's got their role.
Yeah. And the art of a good skip is picking 3 good leads off the front.
Yeah.
Good forward skip. That's what we say. So John's probably got 2 seconds or 3 seconds there actually, looking at it. Not sure whether Lil's bowl stayed on the bank, so it could have Barbara's just be the only bowl at the back, just in the bottom of your screen. But 2 seconds for June, that gives her an option to try and sit the bowl. Not sure how you'd get to it looking from my angle, but you definitely want to be giving it a chance. Looks like she's going to come down on her forehand.
With a bit of pace on too.
Might be a bit much pace to turn.
To turn,
On
yeah.
to the short ball.
Ooh. Well, that's cleared the way.
Yeah. Marlene will be wanting to get another bowl on the head. Oh, she's not short either. Ooh, just got onto Anna's.
Now that shot is more on than it was before.
So Johnson's still got 2 seconds. So June's probably going to have another look at that bowl. I don't think there's any real danger of dropping a number here.
No.
If she does get the outside of the shot bowl, it will go onto the jack. But I don't think there's any danger of a big number. She gets onto that front one. She's got a chance. Oh, very close. Does open it up a little bit for
Sure does.
Marlene to draw another one. So that breeze is getting up a little bit too. That could be having a little bit of an effect, especially with the green as quick as what it probably is. You know, it might not look like much,
Yeah.
but can certainly have a...
This has been the harder hand to play. Certainly seems that way, doesn't it?
Well, definitely coming this way. The other hand going up towards the fence. That's a very good bowl with Marlene. It's
It
two
is.
shots to Island Bay, right at a crucial time.
Well, for the very first time, and it's taken 16 ends, Island Bay have hit the front here. They picked up a 2, and they lead 12-11 with 2 to go.
Yeah, just talking about the greens. I think that hand's been affected a little bit affected by the wind down this end of the green, and when you're playing the forehand for a right-hander up towards the fence line to where the swimming pool used to be, it's hanging a little bit on that hand as well. So it's quite a bit odd actually, and it is playing in a bit. Rink 7, you know, it's not quite at the end due to the cameras. So it'd probably be about rink 6, normally would be on the screen.
Yes.
So it's quite interesting. They might be a little bit off their peg lines. Some greens play a lot better on different markers. So, and it could be the fact that the green's changing as the day goes on. Ronnie's got a good line here. Just might be a little bit weighty. She picks up the jack. Should be all right.
She's a chance for the jack, isn't she?
Oh, don't think Gav stayed with it this time.
Yeah. Gee, she's hit the jack a few times.
Yeah. I would like sending her an invoice for my chalk pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks a bit barren out there now without the swimming pool there.
Does, doesn't it?
Certainly a lot of rubble that they've got to get rid of.
Well, I've been playing bowls a bit out here during the summer, and they've done really well. When they've been excavating or whatever they do, demolishing, they keep it wet.
Yes,
so you
so the
don't
dust.
Get, you don't clouds
Yeah.
of dust. Yeah.
Yeah, I was out here once and they were just starting on the stairs. And I was like, well, how are they going to get those down without making a mess? And it's obviously been a while since I've been back out here because they're down.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is a wide open hand. It really is. We're playing the 17th, remember?
Yeah.
Just need someone to seize the initiative here.
This could be that, I can't remember my word. Omni shambles.
Oh, Omni Shambles, yeah, yeah. Oh, she was on a good line too, Barbara Pilkington, but came up short.
And just the problem with those short bowls make drawing to the jack a little bit harder. So, you know, coming under, you're going to swing across, coming around. It's probably right in the track. The Dawn's weight's pretty good, but just under the head. I mean, he'd be counting at the moment. Looking
Yeah,
at those
at the
bowls,
moment,
but,
yes.
you know, it still leaves a bit of room. Ooh. What we call a racing toucher.
Racing touch.
Yeah. John's on a pretty good track here.
Just got to run it out.
Just not quite got the weight. She's in the zone.
Ooh.
We're counting. We're counting. Looks a lot closer on TV, but it's probably actually close to a metre short. From
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah. Anna wants to have a look. Anna Basili wants to have a look.
Yeah. As I said earlier, with the sunlight glinting on top of the bowl, sometimes it can make it a lot harder to judge the distance. And those two short bowls, you're thinking they're right in your track, and until you get up there and actually have a look and go, well, actually my track's around that or under that, and it gives you a visualisation point.
Yes, I mean, this is pretty important. This is the second last end. I guess if you're playing on a gala day, you wouldn't be too concerned. You just.
Oh, it depends on what the prize was.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
No one likes to lose.
No,
so,
no.
It's out of date.
Huh?
It's out of date. And just an update, Ross is a little bit behind the board, updating the men's fours. He keeps giving me this little card to read out, but I can see the board from where I'm actually
We're
sitting.
actually closer to it than he is.
Yeah, we're actually closer to it than he is. So he's given me it's 13-5 to Petone Central after 13 ends, but the board actually reads 13-7 after 15 ends. So I'm going to trust the board, and we'll go from there. We'll just ignore Ross. He's done a very good job today, though, running it all here while Nigel's at home.
Although the report card says can do better.
Well, we like to encourage him. He needs a lot of encouragement. We're going to lose him next year to Bowls Wellington, not so much, but Johnsonville Bowling Club will lose Ross next year. He's moving to the Wairarapa.
Okay.
It's in the process of building a 5-year build house.
All right.
We're giving him a little bit of
Bit of
stick
grief.
about that
Yeah.
because it's meant to have been built by now. They were meant to be in by last Christmas. And it's now looking like Christmas this year. So,
Sounds like a fairly familiar theme.
yep. So we've managed to keep him for another year. So it's pretty good.
Oh, Anna's tried to play a forehand shot and she's lost it.
Yeah. So I think she dropped that. She's looking at her hand like it slipped out.
What if she's blocked up that hand? I wonder whether Johnsonville might try and play a forehand down here.
Well, I think
It's a really loose end, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's one of those 2 metre again. I think pretty close to, and they haven't really been playing it, so it's hard to find a line, especially with those short bowls getting in your way.
That's not going to be up.
No,
either.
that's not there either. So I can just see a little bit of a breeze. It could be bouncing off the fence. It's hard to know, unless you're out there. And sometimes, the breeze isn't at head level, it's at green level. Crucial bowl from Marlene here.
Well, whatever happens, there's going to be very little in it going into the 18th and final end.
Johnsonville are holding 3 here, so which would put them 2 up, playing the last, which, looking at the thing the most Island Bay have scored is 2.
Oh, I
So
tell
it
you,
could be an extra, and she's not far away here.
if she can grab the jack. Whoa.
Ooh, very close.
Gee. They call it a game of inches, and it certainly is.
Certainly.
They'd have picked the jack up and stayed with it.
Yeah, no, she was giving it a chance, but she probably just really needs to draw. You know, not so much, you know, reaching that far. You still got to give it a chance because you don't want to fall short amongst all that short stuff. But it did fall in the ditch by about 5 rolls, I would say. So it's probably a little bit weighted. And June just needs to get some more in there. You know, the more you up playing the last, the easier it will be for you.
Now, if she can sneak under this bowl.
I think she might
Oh,
just hit it.
Just missed it.
Just enough. Might be out of the way now, though, for a nice dead draw.
Yes.
Opened it up for Marlene.
So you reckon Johnsonville holding 3?
I would say so. So it looks like 2 of Dawn's bowls there in Morani. The 2 short bowls are Barbara and Carolina's, and I don't think there's anything behind.
Big bowl
Marlene's
this.
got one right on the bank, but it's over 2 metres behind. This is a very big bowl. She's looking at it.
If she gets around that front red bowl,
Just
I
wanna
don't
cut
think
her green a little bit.
yeah, she's not going to do it.
Oh, it looked very well weighted. So June just needs the bonus. I've got a habit of calling it the bonus, so you have the stutter on it, and
Yes.
and never quite do it.
Yeah. Well, she's just got to avoid one of those front bowls.
Yeah, and have perfect weight and line.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's coming in pretty hot.
So that's her bowl though.
Will she knock that up for another
Right.
shot? Not quite.
It's hard to tell on the angle from this angle.
Yeah.
They might have a look at it on the measure. They might. Well, it looks like they might have a look. I mean, when I first started playing bowls, my dad gave me a measure. I won a measure in my first year at Silverstream, first year singles. And then my dad he goes, oh, you want a better measure than that? And he gave me a 50-metre tape.
50 metres.
Yeah. He goes, you might need this. I'm like, thanks, Dad.
Was he a builder?
No. He went out and bought it especially for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's one of those tapes that they use to measure the length on the jack,
Yeah.
not from the jack to your bowl. So he goes, well, you know, this one might be long enough. Yes, he was a funny guy, my dad.
He was a bowler?
Yes, he was. He also coached the women's Wellington development team for a long time.
Okay.
He was a very good lead. Played with Rob Ashton in his junior years.
Oh, yes.
Unfortunately, he's got dementia now.
Oh.
Doesn't think that he plays bowls, but he still has a go at they use the bocker balls or those soft round balls in the home,
Okay.
and
Okay.
he has a go at that sitting in his chair, and still puts the bias on the inside even though the ball hasn't got a bias. So
Good on him. Yeah.
muscle memory.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's a pretty important measure going on here.
Oh, it certainly is. One more to Johnsonville will just give them that 3-shot lead.
We'll eventually get the signal, the sign, no doubt.
Dawn and Carolina watching like hawks. Make sure that's all done right.
Well, they've taken 3 out. I think those are the 3 that are sitting in a little
Yeah.
group over there.
Five.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
That-
my goodness.
That is a very good end from Johnsonville.
Well, that's, in the context of this game, that's the winning of the game, you'd think.
You'd think, yeah,
Wouldn't
there's
you?
still an end to go.
16-12 all of a sudden, a 4-point gap. It's never been bigger, he
Yeah.
said, looking through.
So
It's never
June's
been
wanting
big.
a short length. She's gone up the green to indicate to Marani to throw the jack a little bit shorter than she has been.
Now, what would be the thinking there? Less can go wrong?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those long ends you can have widespread.
Yeah. Maybe she went up to tell her to throw it long because it is long. It's either that or Marani throws the jack like me. Just wherever you can get it straight.
You're no good with the jack.
Oh, I have my moments.
Yeah.
I do have my moments. You know, 9 times out of 10, I'm just trying to keep it in the rink.
Tell me this. Does the lead have to throw the jack?
I think they do, but there are rules, laws that state that you can nominate people to do stuff. So,
Okay.
like the 3 doesn't have to measure. The skip can nominate a measure, you know, measurer to be the measurer. So it could be the lead is the measurer because the 3 might not be able to get down.
Yes.
And the lead's declaring the head
Okay.
and all that sort of stuff. They have to be nominated, I think, at the beginning by the skip. So, not entirely sure. I'd have to ask an umpire.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I played in a not so important tournament not so long ago, and our lead was slightly incapacitated and had a crook shoulder actually. Couldn't throw the jack, so I was playing 2, so I threw the jack. But as I say, it was a not so important tournament.
No, apparently, the
There's a bit of nodding going
bit of umpire, bit of shaking of the head, saying only the lead, so it can't be nominated by a skip to someone else to throw the jack. So there you go. So
There
he'd
you go.
should need to learn to throw it with his other hand.
Yeah.
So or his foot. So you don't have to throw it. You can kick it down.
How can you throw with your foot?
You kick it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got no arms.
Okay. Okay. So you just put it on the ground and kick it.
Or on the top, roll it off the top of a foot.
Oh my goodness. That's,
Oh yeah, no, I could see it going in someone's eye.
yeah. Yeah.
Airborne halfway down the green. Yeah. Good start from Marani here. That's it's a very good head to start off with. A couple of bowls behind, 2 on it. That's a good lead. 1 on, 1 over.
Well, this is a real luxury, having a 4-shot advantage, playing the last after such a tight game.
It does take a bit of pressure off, but you still can't afford to be loose. It's so easy to drop a number, as Island Bay just found out in that previous end, if you're loose with your bowls. You know? I mean, they were measuring 4th and 5th shot 3 metres away.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's when the big numbers happen, don't
Yeah, definitely. You're either 1 or 5. That's why I would say 1 down or 5 down.
they? Yeah.
And they're all around and they're miles away.
Petone Central got a nice lead now, 15-7, playing the 17th. That's in the men's 4s final.
It's good correction from Dawn to take a bit of green. It's good there. There it's behind from Barbara. Marani's got one near the ditch, so that's quite handy. Just out of screenshot.
They've got to find a way to get a number, don't they, Isla Bay?
Yeah, and Johnsonville just need to cover everywhere that they can get a number, so more than 1 bowl in the head,
Sure.
and just covering all angles basically. So
Well, when you look at the progress and the scores in this game, that 5 was a killer because there'd be nothing other than 2s
yeah,
and 1s.
2s and 1s.
Yeah.
Yeah. And swings and roundabouts. And you can see like Johnsonville started off and then Island Bay scored the next, you know, and then the next 3 ends Johnsonville scored and then 2
Yeah.
ends. So just a lot of swings and roundabouts. No one was sort of nailing it, going one way and losing it going the other.
Sure.
So alternate ends. It's quite interesting.
So little George trying to get something close. Might get a little, no, I was going to say might get a little slide here, but it's another one close enough.
Yeah, it's on the head. It does look like Island Bay have got 3 seconds to that bowl, so If Anna can come down and sit that shot bowl of Marani's and hang around, then that's sort of 4. So that gives them a chance.
Yeah, it puts pressure on, doesn't it?
You certainly want to be giving it a chance. Not trying to dead draw, and falling short.
Vastly experienced player, of course.
Anna, yes.
Will know better than anyone that she can't be short here.
And she is very close to in the zone. She's great bowl. She's sat that through. It's 3 or 4 here now. Hard to tell from the angle. And Lewis had very good weight with her first, so it's just she probably doesn't even really need to change much at all. So just make sure she gives it a chance. Take some green. My nanny used to say, if you take your green, you get the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually throw me some grass off the bank. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, funny family I've got. Well, she's got the legs. She's got a very good track. Just going to hang. Oh, that's a very good effort.
Well, Isla may have got a chance.
Oh, it's a bit nerve-wracking.
It is.
Let's see if Anna can play something similar to her last. Hang around. I don't think she's got the legs. Just fallen a bit short.
Oh, she'd be disappointed, I think.
Yeah. She had the opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. Now a little measure going on here.
The old finger measure. 3.
3 down,
Lewis
she
indicated
reckons.
3.
Yeah. The slow walk to the mat.
Yes, no time limit, all the time in the world.
Yep. Well, she'll be well aware that these 2 bowls are pretty important.
Yep.
At least one of them has to be close.
She might have just cut a green.
Oh, she's not there, is she?
She's got the weight. Just cut a green fraction. So
Yeah, the weight was good. Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that fine line down there? We have noticed people are either hanging out or hooking across. Sort of got to get it dead on. Interesting to see whether Lil's fingers are correct. Nothing worse than indicating that you're only 3 down and you get the measure out and it's more than that.
Yes.
Yeah. just seen Marlene coming down on the other hand, possibly because she doesn't want to drag the jack. She might have a little bit too much weight on this one. What are you hitting that one? Yeah. Just gave it a chance.
Yeah, would have been banking on maybe resting.
Yeah. Sitting on that, the red bowl of Lil George's may not help. I think it might be Marani's bowl at the back that's actually holding a couple out. June's certainly given this a chance. Not quite.
Well, if they're holding 3 and she can draw a shot, we're off to an
Makes for
extra
an
end.
extra end,
Yeah. What's the best chance to draw a shot?
Well, either way, you've got the same distance all around.
The more open hand would be the backhand, surely. But it's going to be a forehand shot.
I mean, she might favour the forehand. Some of the players do tend to favour to draw.
Yes.
They pick the hand that they're most confident on. If she turns, she's not far away. She's going to get the other side of it. Oh, very good effort.
Yeah, great effort. Great effort.
Well, I see the outcome of this. It's certainly.
Well, I think you need a real measure.
Yeah.
So they've taken 3 out, right?
They've taken 3 out, yes.
Okay, so-
Anna will be down there measuring for 4. Let's get the flattering angle on the measure. Yeah, no, it's definitely only 3. Wow, what a final.
Yes, what a good final it was. So just a 3, which was the only 3 they got in the entire game, but it wasn't quite enough to pull them up. And Johnsonville take the title, 16-15 in a really tight match. In fact, Johnsonville were only behind once, and that was with 2 to go when they were down 12-11, but then a 5 on the 17th really did the trick, and they were able to prevail by just the 1, so 16-15.
So that's Dawn Neal's first centre title. Lil George's second. June Wairau's 4th. And I think that's Marani's second centre title. So still starting to rack up the stats for Javel.
We might just hang around until the men's final is over, and it looks very much as if Petone Central are under control here, playing the last, and they lead by 7. Now, it is possible, of course, to get an 8. So that's why Stokes Valley are hanging in there.
Yeah, it's a very junior Stokes Valley side, skipped by Jason Paddock. They've done very, very well. They're hard enough, probably winning a club title at Stokes Valley at the moment.
Yeah.
With half the New Zealand development team or New Zealand emerging players in there.
Yes.
Petone Central have managed to sort of luck in a wee bit with Steve Ditford, a Canterbury rep player or ex-Canterbury rep player, coming into Petone Central, and so he's pretty handy to have around. And there's a little bit more experience in that side, I would say. But no, Jason's done very well with his boys. I think you've got Jason commentating tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll be able to ask them all about Stokes Valley. They've sort of attracted a fair bit of men's talent.
Yeah, have they ever? Have they
The
ever?
Vipers on the Bolshoi 5 and all that sort of stuff. And of course, it's a home of New Zealand Bottle Blake Signal.
That's
He's
right.
in Aussie. He's loving it over there.
Running marathons or whatever they are.
Yes, yeah.
Triathlons?
Oh, long, I don't know, too much like exercise for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired thinking about it.
Oh, I know, yeah. So I could float in a pool. That's about it.
So they're just playing out the last end here.
Yeah. So Tony Central.
Don't win a lot of Wellington titles, do they? Petone Central?
No.
No. So this would be a real feather in their cap.
The ladies have done quite well. You know, they had like Patricia Wisnowski, Debbie Hanna, a lot of the ladies that were Wellington reps. You know, so either in the juniors or the seniors. Patricia Wisnowski was in the senior reps for a long time. She's moved to Silverstream because that's where she's living now.
Okay, yep.
But still a very strong ladies club. The men are getting stronger. They've got quite a few up and coming juniors.
Okay.
We've got a junior from, well, he's not a junior anymore, so I think he's in his 5th year. Jason Anquetel, he's playing out there because he lives out there as well, dual member with Johnsonville. And there's 2 other Jays. I think it's a James and another Jay.
John.
Sorry, could be. Jeremy, I don't know. 2 young boys, and so they're got very good potential. So no, it's good to see the youngsters on the men's side are very good. Women, not quite so much. I think women at that age or girls at that age are more interested in boys, but
Yeah.
interesting to see. There's a bit of celebration going on outside the window for the ladies.
So Petone Central really only have to avoid a big number here, and they look to have bowls on the hit.
Oh, they've definitely got a 3rd shot.
Yeah.
If not first shot. I didn't see the first 2 bowls, so I'm not sure actually whose they are.
Some skips, I think, highly competitive skips would have said drive this and try and keep it going as long as possible.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I've been in
that
those sort of games.
And that still could happen.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
give it another go,
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Stay out there all night.
Yeah, yeah.
Just need bowls round the head
Yeah.
or even over the head.
Need to build the head, and Petone Central, we need to be picking where they're going to try and get the numbers to just stick a bowl in the mix. And,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
make them work for it.
I've introduced myself, so that, you wait for your mother, Sorry.
I was too busy playing roles. Oh, okay.
Or even something short on the eye line.
Yeah. Well, his weight's not too bad. He's just coming into the head. It's a nice bowl from Brendan.
So now just the skips to go down, complete the formality. It'll be interesting to see what Stokes Valley do. Are they going to
Yeah.
have a smack at it and
look
see
for
whether
the
we can
kill.
start all over again?
It's sort of set up a wee bit for a kill.
It
so
is. It is.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
Oh, yep, he's going to come down with a bit of pace on. Bowl's going to go everywhere, but
Are you trying to put a block in?
yeah, I
there,
think you might
stop
be
the
actually.
kill?
I think that was just a wee bit off the centre line.
And forces Jace on the other hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Possibly, or it's hard to say. The angle. It's gone a bit quicker. He's a bit wide.
A wee bit wide. So that'll be shake hands time. And the Wellington men's fours champion of champions Petone Central. So there we are. We've kind of wrapped it all up, haven't we? We've got Johnsonville winning the women's fours, Petone Central winning the men's fours. Thank you, Karen. So that pretty much wraps it up for today, and we'll be back tomorrow for a continuation of the final day of the Ryman Healthcare Champion of Champions at Nainai.
I don't know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, let me hear you say hey. 'Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do your thing. I don't know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, let me hear you say hey. 'Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do your thing. I don't know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, let me hear you say hey. 'Cause it's alright. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do your thing. I don't know what you came to do, but if you came to do your thing, let me hear you say hey.